Welcome back to the channel, guys. My most favorite, hated video game device released in 2018, the Neo Geo Mini. We got to talk about this bad boy because we now have a very cheap option to use any controller we want on this thing. So that's been one of the biggest struggles for a long while. I know Brooks has an adapter out that's a little expensive that can do the same thing. But for around 20 bucks, we can get one of these MayFlash Magic NS adapters, revision 1.1. It's for the Nintendo Switch and PC, and then it does have a little sticker down at the bottom saying that it now supports the Neo Geo Mini. Pretty sweet stuff. So in the package, what it came with actually was the little Magic adapter and a little MayFlash USB to USB Type-C adapter to use on the Neo Geo. I thought that was pretty cool. I did not know it came with that, but pretty darn sweet. Essentially, we just plug in whatever controller you're going to use. With this 8-bit NES 30 controller, I do have it on X input and then XY. It works just fine that way. On the MayFlash adapter here, we do have a button on the side, and you hold it for a few seconds and it'll change colors. So there's multiple colors. The little manual explains it. Green is for PCX input, purple is for Switch Pro mode, yellow is for Neo Geo mode, blue is for PS3, red is for Switch mode, system mode, and there's a few other modes, but essentially you'll just plug this all in, whatever controller you're going to use. You can use this with Bluetooth as well. I'm using it wired with this controller. To sync it to Bluetooth, you would just go through whatever sync process. Once you're on the color that you need, you would just tap the button to go into sync mode. It would just blink really fast, which I don't know if you can see that there, but we don't need that. But once everything's said and done, as you can see here, we can control the Neo Geo. I don't have a very good viewing angle. I'll switch that in a moment here. The one thing I want to say, if you use these sticks, these 8-bit NES 30 sticks, I had two of them. So initially I tried this one that I have modded with a Saimitsu stick and Sanwa buttons, and it worked fine. But the way the layout is, it does come with some other documentation, the button table, and it explains what all the buttons on your controllers would do for each thing you would use it for: PC and X input, Joy-Cons, PS4, Wii U, and then Neo Geo down here. The thing with this controller is that the buttons are backwards, so it's A, B, X, Y, where it should be A, B, X, Y, but the MayFlash adapter recognizes it the way it's supposed to be. But with the layout that it has, it's designating it this way for the Neo Geo. As you know, the Neo Geo has 4 buttons, A, B, C, and D. It was doing it this way, A, B, C, and D. So it's kind of a little bit of a pain in the butt to play. So I actually took this controller apart and rewired the top row buttons to be A, B, C, D. Very simple. Like I said, it's recognizing this as A, so I just left that one alone. This one was B, so I took the cables from this and put it there. This one was recognized as C, so I took those cables and put it to this button. This one was recognized as D, so I took those cables and put it to this button. Very simple. And then here we go, getting into a game. Show you that everything works just fine. I really dig using it this way, but I didn't want to mess with my stick that I had all dedicated with better components because I do use that on my Switch for SNK Heroines and a few other games. So this one, occasionally you could find these sticks for fairly cheap. I'm thinking about plugging this bottom row and then changing these buttons to the proper color for the Neo Geo and just dedicating this to this system. A lot of people don't like the controllers they sold for it, don't like using the buttons on the actual system. And this is a great solution. You could use any controller you want, but me, Obviously, I have arcade sticks lying around, so I'm going to use an arcade stick to play arcade type games with. Oh, crap. I'm not doing too well, but it's kind of hard to see the screen as I'm playing like this. But obviously, if you plug this into your TV, you can use it that way as well. The stock buttons on this controller and the stick are not that great. I think the buttons are a little better quality than the stick is. So if this was something you seriously wanted to use, if you can get it cheap enough, I would highly recommend modding it. But there you go. Neo Geo Mini using a USB stick with the MayFlash adapter. And MayFlash adapter goes for about 22 bucks. The link will be in the description if you want to peep it out. Really do appreciate you guys hanging out, watching this video for a few moments of your time. Smash that like button. Subscribe if you haven't done so already. And make sweet ass love to that notification bell because I know you guys want to. Come on, let's do it. And with that said, guys, I will catch y'all next time. Peace out, bye-bye, and boom!